Nasville Now is brought to you by Kelly Springfield, America's oldest tire company. It's Nashville Now, live from Music City and the TNN studios at Opryland, USA. Our guest stars tonight are Billy Dean, Crystal Gayle, Larry Gatline, and the little wild man from Brainerd, Minnesota, Shotgun Red. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the host of Nashville Now. Welcome, Ralph Emery.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Miss May, hold that for me, please. Thank you. I found this up in the back. Red, are you watching this?
Yeah, I'm watching, Ralph.
Okay. Isn't it cute? Using two of your dolls. We'll miss you, Ralph and Red. Isn't that cute? And look at the teardrop. Isn't that cute? That's from Don and Charles Huffman, and we're going to give it back to them in a minute. Now I can start officially, and you can have a seat. Thank you. My friends, I want to say good evening to you and welcome to a rather special edition of Nashville Now. Tonight is our last night to broadcast live from what used to be called the Gaslight Theater. I think now it's just called the Nashville Network Studio. But I want to thank all of you here in the studio audience for coming out here on this momentous occasion and being with us on our last night in Nashville. This is not the last night of Nashville Now. Starting Monday and for 2 weeks, we will go into 2 weeks of reruns. The 10 of the best, hard to pick 10 of the best, but we've tried. 10 of the best Nashville Now shows we've ever done for the next 2 weeks. And then on the 11th of October, we go down to Fiesta, Texas, in in San Antonio. I'm lost. And we'll finish our show down there. But we're going to miss this old place. I never thought I'd get affectionate about this place, but I have. Anyway, to get things started tonight, we have one of the great young singers in country music who is so hot and so handsome. Would you please welcome Billy Dean?
I am not a devil. I am not a saint. You can't tell if the wood is good by looking at the paint. It's not that I don't love you, but some words are just hard for me to say. Well, I wish I was a poet, but honey, I'm not built that way. I know someone hurt you, that's all in the past. He was one hit and run, but I don't work like that. It's gonna take forever to finish what we started here today. Well, I just can't lie about it, 'cause honey, I'm not built that way. I'm built to go the distance, solid as a rock. I climb all my mountains to the top, and I won't run for cover, even when our sunny skies turn gray. Honey, I'm not built that way. Takes time, but the thought that I don't love you should never cross your mind. I'm built to go the distance, solid as a rock. I climb all my mountains to the top, and I won't run
everybody. It's Billy the Kid. Hey, Billy.
Here.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I think you kicked that record off when we were over in the park.
You know, that's right. When we did the show over there.
Back in the summer.
What was that theater called?
That was the Chevrolet Geo Theater.
Okay.
When we, once, it's been traditional for years that 1 week in the summer we take Nashville Now into the park, and you were on with us that week.
That's when I brought Eli on. I brought my little boy on that day.
That's right.
That's right.
How you been?
I've been doing real good. I've been gone for a while. I've been gone for about a couple of months, which is the longest trip that I've ever taken on a tour. Didn't see Nashville for 2 months.
How many consecutive days did you work?
Gosh, we must have worked probably, I bet, an average of 5 days a week.
So it wasn't consecutive 2 months of work.
Right.
You got a break now and then.
Yeah, a little bit. We toured mostly out west, so whenever we go out west, we generally stay out there for a while. But I love that part of the country. I mean, my sister lives out there, and I had a chance to visit with her, and that's the only time I really get to see her.
Who was on the trip? Did you take your family with you?
I did. I took, Eli's been on the road since he was 3 weeks old. This has been over 20 states already. Of course, he don't know it, but he will. I videotaped it.
Was there some problem in your video with the bull?
Yeah, you know, I did. I'm not built that way. I did a video, a kind of a rodeo video, and while we were shooting the video, we had to put bulls in the chute behind us, just like they would, you know, in the rodeo situation, and we put the bulls in there, and we kind of forgot about them, and it'd been about 4 hours, and the bulls were in this little bitty chute, you know, and they were being pretty good. And I got to thinking, you know, gosh, I couldn't, you know, you really couldn't take a break. We were driving along, trying to get the shot done, and you couldn't even go to the bathroom or anything. So pretty soon we looked around, and this bull, one of the bulls, climbed out of the chute, and we turned around, and he was gone. Of course, we heard it, you know, and guess where we found him?
I have no idea.
In the men's room. And I didn't want to go in and get him out. Nobody else did either. So I figured if you gotta go, you gotta go,
yeah.
man. I've been caged up that long.
And he wasn't going to abide by that rule. You can't leave the set.
That's right. He didn't care anything about that at all. Man.
Where'd you shoot that?
We shot that down in Fort Worth, Texas, at the Cowtown Coliseum, which is a world famous bull riding and rodeo arena. And in fact, a lot of concerts have been there. Elvis had been there back in the 50s, and that's a great place. If you're going to shoot, you know, a video and you want it authentic with the rodeo and everything, you go down there. That's the place to do it.
How many videos have you done?
I've done, I think, 8 so far.
Average length of which is what? 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes?
Yep. And you know,
How long does it take to shoot a 3.5 minute video?
about 3 days, around the clock. For 3 minutes, and that's somewhere in my broken heart took a little bit. I think it took almost 4 days.
Oh, what a great song that is.
Thank
That's
you.
really true. I hear that on the repeat rotation on radio.
Thank you.
Billy, I'm so happy you're here to do our final show in Nashville with us.
I'm glad to be here too, and thanks for inviting me.
I talked to your daddy today, Jimmy Dean.
He won't claim me. Only when I've got a #1 record, he'll claim me.
Well, we played golf with Jimmy one time, and people kept coming up to Billy and saying, "Oh, is that your father?"
I finally asked him if we were any kin, and we're no kin.
Hey, tell him to adopt you. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, really.
On tonight's show, Billy Dean, Crysta, Gayle, my old buddy Larry Gatline is here after his successful Broadway run. My little buddy Shotgun Red, you've already heard him piping up back there. And throughout the show, you're going to see some great moments of our Nashville Now heritage here that I think you'll remember and enjoy. I think the first one is Vince and Reba. Take a look.
There's a dance we do in Oklahoma, a dance like you've never seen. Sit back and we're gonna show you well, how to do that Oklahoma swing.
Take a close look.
Water, water.
Water. I need water.
Waiter, waiter, quick! Something dreadful has crawled out of the desert. Do something! Do something!
Lead me to water.
Red, come up here. Let's welcome Shotgun Red.
How you doing, Ralph?
I love that scene because I think it's one of the funniest things we ever did. It was on our trip out to Vegas, and they took you out in the desert all day.
Yeah, Norm Ray threw me in the pool. He likes that part.
Well, I'll reveal tonight what the world never knew is that you had a double.
Oh, yeah, that was a stunt dummy, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was the double that got thrown in the pool.
Yeah, it wasn't really me.
We didn't think you'd survive.
No, I know. I can snorkel, Ralph.
We afraid you would draw up.
No. You know something, Ralph? I was thinking...
6 weeks to dry you out.
I know. I was thinking about something.
What?
You know, through all the years on Nashville Now, I've got a chance to tell jokes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the biggest jokester of all time, where I really learned how to tell jokes and everything, was from a young lady who's not here tonight, and I just want to say, Minnie Pearl, I love you.
Well, that's nice.
And you know what? I just decided to open the show tonight and telling a joke. I wanted to tell her favorite joke that I...
Oh, you want to tell a Minnie Pearl joke?
Yeah, this is a Minnie Pearl joke. She said her brother bought this mule and got him home and tried to put him in the barn, and his ears were so tall that he couldn't get in the barn, so the guy got out a saw and he started sawing the top of the door off. His neighbor come over and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I bought this mule at an auction. His ears are so tall that he will not fit in the door, so I'm cutting the top of the door out." He said, "Well, you dummy, it's a dirt floor. Why don't you just dig a trench?" He said, "It's not his legs that's too long, it's his ears."
I miss her. I miss her. Everywhere I go, people ask me about Minnie, and Minnie, you are still loved by the public very much, and they worry about you.
Yeah, she makes my heart go bumpity bumpity.
And we had a wonderful time. Friday night used to be her night.
You
Let
bet.
Minnie steal your joke.
Yeah.
I guess we'd better move to the next guest. Who is the next guest? Oh, my heart's going bumpity, bumpity,
I'll
bumpity.
bet. I'd just like to be in charge of carrying the blow dryers on her bus, Ralph, you know?
Very beautiful lady. I think one of country music's prettiest. Would you please welcome Crystal Gayle?
If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you feel better. When waking from a bad dream, don't you sometimes regrets real, but it's only false emotions that you feel. If your hearts seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song. Remember, sunshine kind of behind cloudy sky. So let your head down and go on and cry. In your heartache seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song. Remember, sunshine kind of behind a cloud.
Is it really you, Crystal?
It might be Memorex.
Huh? God, you're beautiful, but you're different.
I know. I worked Dollywood this summer. And, you know, I got to use Dolly's dressing room. And, you know, I fell asleep there and, you know, everything started changing.
Everything?
Yeah.
Have a seat over here. Crystal, I love you. You know, your hair has always been a source of great interest among all of the people that come to the show. Your hair and Bill Golden's long beard. In fact, as we've measured, I think we've measured both at one time or another.
Yes, we have.
Tell me, this is a wig.
Do I have to admit it? Okay, it is. But, you know...
Is this your new look on stage?
No.
Did you do this?
You never know, though. I'm trying out new looks, and I'm trying to see what I really should, you know, look like.
Is this a new you with a new do?
Don't you think I should start doing some new things with
Yeah,
my hair?
I think it's cute, but I love your old hair.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I think this is nice for a night. What does Bill?
This is
Wig
just
off,
for
I'll
you.
pull mine off.
What does Bill think of this?
Oh, he laughs, you know.
I saw Bill out back. Did he leave the building?
I don't think so.
I'm talking about your husband.
Yeah, I think he's still here.
Oh, okay.
My kids are here.
Does he like the...
Oh, he puts up with it.
Oh, okay. What is Country Mouse and City Mouse? I'm moving on now.
Okay, actually, this is an animation. I did this for you, Ralph.
Did
you know, I know that, you know, you like to show off my hair, and I thought you might like this.
Well, I love it.
But,
I think I've always told you I thought you'd look good in hip boots and a hairnet.
Oh, my. But it's called The Country Mouse and City Mouse, and it's an animation that I put my voice to. I play the little mouse, the country mouse, and John Lithgow is the city mouse. And it was a lot of fun, and I sang a couple songs.
Is this something for this Christmas?
This is going to be on HBO, I believe in November. I'm not positive at the date, and definitely for Christmas, and it will be out on video, too.
So does your character sing?
I do, yes. I have a couple songs in there.
And does this little mouse in any way resemble Crystal Gayle? Does it have real long hair?
No, that's what I thought they should have done, but they didn't. It's got a long tail. I don't know. Maybe it does.
You know, you're painting yourself into a corner, and I'm trying to keep you out of there.
I have a, well...
You have a what?
Long hair, you know, like...
You're trying to tell me you have a long tail?
It's probably been called that. It's probably been called a few other things.
I know you have long hair. What does your character sing?
They're new songs. They're Christmas songs. It's a Christmas show, and it's just a sweet little story, and I'm glad to have been involved in it.
I want to ask you about some relatives of yours. How is Loretta? And Mooney.
Loretta's doing real good. You know, Mooney's out of the hospital now. If he's watching tonight, he might go back and never sees me. But
It's Crystal. It is Crystal.
But he is doing really good, and we're so happy that he's out. He was in the hospital over 4 months.
He's had a rough time.
Yes, a rough time, and with his heart and other things. But he's doing really good, and we're happy.
Is he back at home?
He is home. And
I know Loretta's been very
Loretta's been right at his side, taking care of him. You know, she canceled all her dates to be with him.
Crystal is married to a man named Bill Gatzimas, and when she first got married, I said to Loretta, I said, Loretta, who did Crystal marry? She said, oh, some guy named Gonzalez or something like that. Well, you look beautiful. For the record, what do you think, Billy?
I think it incorporated. I might need to borrow that, though, sometime. Next time I do Dollywood, I'll...
All right, this portion of Nashville Now is brought to you by Shoney's. If you're stopping off for breakfast, there's only one place to go. Shoney's all-you-care-to-eat breakfast bar with over 40 items. The best breakfast in town.